Other observers have argued that the institution's greatest strength is its ability to bring people together during periods of division. And Catherine may be particularly well suited for that role. She's relatively non-polarizing. She's steady. She's familiar. And after years of political uncertainty, economic pressure, and social division, stability can be incredibly powerful. Charles understands that. After spending years preparing for the crown, and now serving as king, he knows that the role isn't only about constitutional responsibilities, it's also about symbolism. It's about representing something larger than yourself. And if another person can carry that emotional responsibility more effectively, recognizing them becomes a strategic decision. That's what this alleged ceremony may have represented. Not Charles stepping aside, not William being replaced, but Charles identifying the person he believes can help carry the monarchy's emotional relevance into the future. And the fact that it supposedly happened away from the cameras makes the story even more intriguing. Because if there were no cameras, no press conference, and no audience to impress, then the gesture wasn't necessarily designed as a performance. It was a message for the people inside the institution. The senior royals, the advisors, the palace officials, the people who will remember what happened long after the headlines disappear. And according to the story, when Charles had to identify the person capable of carrying the monarchy forward, he chose Catherine. When you put all the pieces together, the health challenges, Catherine's connection with the public, the gradual expansion of her responsibilities, and the alleged private gathering, the narrative becomes much easier to understand. This doesn't look like one isolated moment. It looks like the possible culmination of years of preparation. Charles watched Catherine face a terrifying diagnosis and return stronger. He watched millions of people respond to her with an emotional connection rarely seen with modern royals. Every monarch eventually faces the question of legacy. What did you build? What did you protect? And what did you leave behind? Charles has not had the longest reign, and his health challenges may have forced him to confront those questions earlier than expected. But perhaps they also gave him greater clarity. The laws can remain unchanged. The succession can continue exactly as it is. But if people stop believing that the monarchy matters, none of those legal structures will be enough. And Catherine appears to have something the institution desperately needs, the ability